Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to episode number 4 of Uke'n Talk Vintage. And today we're talking about my favorite ukulele in Ryan's collection, the Favilla. So Ryan, let's hear about it. You know, this is the uke that I love out of older ukuleles, either old or new. I think the sound's incredible, and let's hear what this is all about.
Thank you. This is Favilla, and Favilla is one of my favorite companies also, and they were around for a long time out of New York. And this is a pretty special Favilla. As you all can see, this is a teardrop shaped ukulele, and they didn't make a lot of these. This one is solid mahogany, and so this one is their higher end. They made a lot of these teardrop out of painted birch, and it's not that the birch ones don't sound really good. They do sound good, but this is the higher end model, which is all solid mahogany and even quilted mahogany. You can see some down here. Hopefully you can pick a little bit of that up. And this one is, as you know, just absolutely pristine.
Yeah, it's mint. I mean, you really couldn't ask for a better specimen of this age. The wood is just beautiful. It's smooth. The finish on it is still fantastic.
Yes.
There's no hazing or checking or anything.
Nothing.
Ukulele, and I actually like the rosette's kind of interesting with the black, white, black, and then of course the white ring.
Absolutely, and the white ring is just, I think it's just painted. I don't think that it's any other material. I think it's just paint. It's got solid bar frets, so they're not T-shaped frets. So Tom Favilla, who is still around, and he'll answer questions on the web, tells me that these were 20s and 30s. So I'm kind of guessing 30s, just from the style and everything. It's got an ebony saddle and also nut. And one really cool thing that you probably can't pick up from this, but Jay will take a couple pictures. Most Favillas had brass posts in their tuners, which I haven't seen that anybody else does. So when I get a Favilla, I always polish up the brass so you can see that gold to it. The cool thing about a teardrop uke, as you know, the sound is so full. There's really no actual reason to have a figure 8 shaped ukulele, kind of like the Kamaka pineapple, which you'll see in another episode. But there's no absolute reason, and this sounds really good.
Yeah, I'd be curious the bracing inside, what it looked like underneath. I don't think we've taken a mirror to this.
It's just regular ladder bracing. All there is a brace above the sound hole and below the sound hole. That's it. There's no bridge plate, nothing. So everything here can really vibrate.
Almost, not quite, but for the Koalohas that have the individual...
The unibrace.
The unibrace.
Yeah.
This is almost similar with one more up here, but nothing else bracing, no fans at all.
Yeah.
It's probably why it sounds so incredible. What, the actual tuners on the back, do we know who made those back for Favilla?
I don't. I mean, these are pretty standard vintage, probably the Grover Champion Juniors. So they're not particularly special. I do a little tune-up. I put a little brass washer in between the plastic and the back of the headstock so that the plastic actually slides against a smooth brass washer, and they work a lot better.
And I think you tried to do that with the washer with my Martin, and it just the tuners, the friction tuners that are on that just didn't work, and so we actually have some pings that are on there that really allow you to play it and tune it. So
yeah,
it's interesting. I know the washer does help depending on the tuners.
It does, and these are actually cheaper tuners than what we tried to fix on yours, and they just didn't work that great. But this uke plays great, it sounds great, and it's loud. We were just playing it a couple minutes ago with a modern Koaloha tenor, and this is every bit as much volume as a modern tenor.
Well, great. Let's hear some sound samples, and we'll do our little photo shoot afterwards and throw some photos up after this review for people to take a look at close up. Beautiful, just a beautiful ukulele. So this is the Favilla Teardrop. I hope you like it. If you ever see one of these out on the web, I would absolutely snag it. I have kept my eyes out for this. I'm not a vintage collector. I only have one vintage uke, which is a Martin Soprano Style 2. which you'll also see later on. There's also a review on my style too up on my YouTube channel, which you can search for. But if I see one of these that are out there and Ryan calls me and says, there's a Favilla, it's in mint condition, you better act fast because I'm going to snag it. So that's the review.
That's it. Thanks,
Hope you like
guys.
it. Thanks. Bye-bye.